Hello Guardians, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at a Warlock grenade build that will not only get you through most content, you may want to consider it in a GM or two once they become active. I have pieced together a Warlock build entirely focused on weakening targets, allowing you and your fire team to do more damage to them. They will love you for it. Part of this build does require seasonal mods, hence if you're watching this video after season 19, feel free to skip it. If not, let's begin. We'll start with Contraverse Hold. It's one of the best void exotics for Warlocks. Overcharged grenades will grant grenade energy on hit, returning a quarter of your grenade. Using this exotic and paired with the following Void 3.0 setup, you will already have a very potent build, so let's walk you through it. Chaos Accelerant is the main aspect here. It will allow you to overcharge your grenades, and in the case of Vortex grenades, it will increase the size and duration, making it a very useful DPS option and ad clearer. Feed the Void will grant Devour on said grenade kills, healing you on kill and restoring your grenade energy. For those of you experienced, you will know exactly what this does, but for you new lights out there, overcharged grenade kills paired with Contraverse Hold will grant nearly half of your grenade back, and additional kills will restore your grenade energy thanks to Devour, granting you persistent grenades. Fragments wise, Persistence will extend the duration of Devour to 15 seconds from 10. Remnants extend the duration of Vortex grenades by a couple of seconds, but the most important part of this build, which gives it its weakened abilities, is Undermining. At the cost of 20 discipline, not that you will need it thanks to Devour, your overcharged Vortex grenades weaken targets for 7 seconds, making them take an extra 15% damage for the duration of the effect. Anything caught within the Vortex grenade will be debuffed, taking massive damage from said grenade and allowing you to delete them from existence. With this entire build, this will allow you to consistently have grenades that weaken everything, allowing you and your fire team to decimate adds and have constant enhanced DPS on champions and bosses. We can achieve all this and we haven't even looked at weapons yet. Before we do that, if you have found this video useful at all, feel free to drop a like for that sexy YouTube algorithm and subscribe for future content like this. The community voted for this video. Expect more votes like this in the future. Blood, sweat and tears went into the making of these videos. Your viewership is appreciated, peeps. Okay, let's look at some mods before we look at the actual weapons. Using a combination of elemental mods, our chances of having more consistent grenades increases. Slotting elemental ordnance to grant elemental well drops on grenade kill, whilst having elemental charge and well of tenacity to grant charge with light stacks and damage resistance on well pickup, respectively. Why charge with light stacks? Slotting firepower will grant that additional bit of grenade energy to give you even more power back. Ashes to assets, considering you'll be getting a lot of grenade kills, will give you a huge chunk of super energy if you kill multiple combatants with it, so make sure your helmet has solid affinity. I've also slotted 2 energy diffusion substrates for resist against all 3 light elements, but you may want to use the based resist mods as they seem to be a bit more powerful. We discussed endgame content, and with endgame content, champions will be a problem, but not to worry, this build deals with all 3 of them. Lord Kelvins for only 1 mod slot will make your grenades stun overloads whilst trapping and weakening them, making them cannon fodder. Slot piercing bow for barrier champions, and use any decent PVE bow in the energy slot. I personally use Under Your Skin that comes with enhanced adaptive munitions to deal with barrier shields in more difficult content, and other elemental shields that are not void. That is entirely up to you. Now, witherhoard may have been nerfed, but paired with Unstoppable Grenade Launcher, which consumes 7 energy slots, and we can clear, for 15 seconds, weaken champions and bosses by 15%, making them susceptible to enhanced damage by you and your fire team for a lot longer than your grenades. Not only will you be trapping them in weakened grenades, Witherhoard will also do damage over time, deleting champions shortly after stunning. This build is very likely to get you through most endgame content in PVE, making Lost Sectors a walk in the park, and maybe even making a mockery out of some of the GM nightfalls once they become active. Having multiple ways of clearing adds with constant weakened grenades, Weaken Horde and Devour will grant you the ultimate weaken build. I'll throw in a quick Lost Sector run on Legend difficulty to showcase the build in its entirety, don't miss it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like for that sexy YouTube algorithm and subscribe for future content, and I'll see you in the new year. This was Plasma Alchemist. Your viewership is much appreciated. Until next time.